This is the Mod Easy Sidecar e-bike. In this video, you are going to get my complete review after testing this bike out for 6 months. Let's jump right in. Now this is the Mod Easy with a sidecar. So if you haven't seen my first video, that was my initial review video, check the link. I'm gonna put a card up in the corner here. And this sidecar is something really special. It's something very unique that I haven't seen on many other e-bikes. So definitely go check out that video. But I would say that the kids loved this sidecar. Now, a sidecar is something that is traditionally attached to a gasoline-powered motorcycle. But what Mod Bikes has done is they've taken the same architecture of a traditional sidecar, but instead of attached to a internal combustion engine, they've taken it and put it on an e-bike, which I will say the kids love this thing. As you saw in my first video, you can put a dog in it, but you can also put 2 kids in the sidecar. The kids love it. They both fit. And it is something that is just so easy to get around in, and you have tons of storage. I've taken it plenty of times to the grocery store, and it's so nice just to be able to put the groceries right into the sidecar, and you have plenty of space for, all the things in the sidecar. But if we take away the sidecar for just a moment and just focus on the Mod Easy, this is just a phenomenal e-bike, just in general. The handlebars, how the handles are set up is so comfortable. It's so easy to ride. The sidecar gives you definitely more functionality, but just the Mod Easy, that is the electric bike only without the sidecar, just makes a great e-bike. This oversized fat tires, the comfortable seat, the comfortable handlebars, the same tan leather seat, same tan leather handlebars just make for a really nice and comfortable ride. So if I was judging this just on the electric bike, this is probably one of my favorite electric bikes that I have tested. The sidecar is just an added option that can be removed if you don't need it. I will say there are 3 quote unquote easy pins to remove it, but I found them really challenging to get apart. So most of the time I just kept this thing with the sidecar on. And you can see here that going down a normal width sidewalk definitely is pretty tight with the sidecar, although most of the time, you can safely ride in the street or in a bike lane and there is absolutely no issue. But again, just this bike by itself is phenomenal, and the sidecar just makes it that much better. Now, in terms of range, when I was testing this initially, I got about 20 miles on throttle only, and that did hold true. With about 2 kids and myself as a rider, I'm about 200 pounds. Throttle only, you can get about 20 miles per charge, which I think is plenty of distance, especially when you think about just how large or how much, that's carrying 3 people, or, if you put a dog in the sidecar, that's a huge bike with a huge sidecar. Or going to the grocery store, throttle only, no pedaling, and you can get about 20 miles. Really impressive, showing me that they really use high quality batteries in this electric bike. Now, if we head over to the company's website, you can see that it is a whopping $4,190, which I think is okay because you really get a lot for this e-bike. If we look at the electrical specs here, you can see that they're saying up to 45 miles of range. Again, that's probably doing some pedal assist, not just throttle like I always test my bikes. Also, you're seeing Samsung battery pack. So you do have a removable Samsung battery pack here. You do have a smart LED display, thumb throttle. This is operating on a cadence sensor, and again, a 750 watt motor, so plenty of power to propel yourself forward. Mechanical specs, we can see that this is an aluminum frame, which is great. It does help reduce weight, although you'll see down here in a second that it's still a very heavy bike. So a lot of really nice things here, including this faux leather seat and the handlebars as well. Now the sidecar is 65.5 pounds, so that definitely adds some weight, but thankfully, they included the larger rear hub motor, so easily can propel me forward. And again, I'm about 200 pounds. Now, they do recommend that you stay under or max speed of 10 miles per hour with the sidecar. Now, the bike weight itself is 88 pounds. So again, it's like 88 plus the sidecar. So just the bike itself is, 140 some pounds. Now I do like how they stand by their bike, and there is a 5-year limited warranty. So that is definitely nice to see with this more premium e-bike. Something that will definitely go along really well with this e-bike is the Mod Bikes Essentials bundle. So this includes everything that you see here, which is first, this really awesome bag that can go on the back of the e-bike. So on the back, there is a rear rack, and that has these super easy clip ins, so you can clip in and out this really awesome bag. And let me show you why I like this bag so much. So first of all, you have a water bottle holder here on the outside, but each of the sides, if you unzip it, has a extendable huge side pouch. So a traditional like bag that you would see on a regular bike, but it's attached to the bag that's clipped in on the top of your rear rack. So just a huge amount of storage. Again, so if you have kids in the sidecar, you still can, put snacks or water bottles or whatever. If you need to run to the grocery store, you have plenty of room to put groceries in this massive bag. It definitely feels really nice. The zippers and all the things that were used to create this bag definitely feel very nice. It doesn't feel cheap at all. So in the Essentials bundle, what you get is actually this bike lock, which I'll open up here in a second. You also get a phone holder. So this is like a iPhone or whatever phone holder that can actually attach to the handlebars, just to make it kind of hands-free, especially if you're using your phone as navigation directions. So really nice to see all the tools that you need and every single piece that you need to attach this to your Mod Easy bike. So you have a simple metal twist there. So it's nice that this is very hard metal versus some of the cheaper plastic phone holders that I have used before. Now this bike lock is actually pretty sweet, and I really like the design of it. It's a folding bike lock, but what's special about it is it looks like it actually attaches to where your water bottle would go. So any sort of e-bike or regular bike would have a water bottle, standardized spacing on those holes, and so you could easily attach it to that. Now inside here is some another strap, so you can easily detach this and kind of throw it over your shoulder. This reflective, I'm not sure if this cover is waterproof or not, but it's definitely very bright, and it has 2 reflective straps, so nice to see that for rider safety. But inside here you have these Velcro dividing sections, so you can keep all your stuff really easily organized. Now again, there's so many features with this e-bike, and I think that's what justifies, at least for me, the higher price point. Powerful LED headlamp, which adds a ton to the styling. It comes with fenders and the rear rack. The sidecar comes with a seat belt and everything. You can actually get a child seat, so you could actually take 3 kids plus yourself on this thing. So ton of functionality here. Again, I really think just as an e-bike, taking away the sidecar, this is just a great e-bike. Now, over the past 6 months, I've really been tortured testing this e-bike, and really there is nothing wrong with this. This thing looks like the day I got it. The only issue that I did have was with the Mod boat, the sidecar. One of the stickers started to peel off, but I was easily able to use some super glue and just kind of glue that back on. So no big deal there. And over this 6-month period, I've had nothing in terms of mechanical issues with this bike. It has performed beautifully and flawlessly. I've had absolutely no issues using this thing on a daily basis. There is one suggestion I would like to make that I've seen a couple other manufacturers do in terms of putting a step instead, or putting a step near the fender on the sidecar. The kids did have to learn not to step on the fender to get into the sidecar. So just a small step on the side of the sidecar, or somewhere attached to the frame on the sidecar, I think would be huge, especially for the little ones when they go to climb into the sidecar. Now, one of the complaints I did have in the video was you can see my right foot is really close to where the mechanism attaches the sidecar to the e-bike. And I did find that I got used to that, and I didn't see it as such a big deal. It did take a little bit to get used to, but I really just put my midfoot on the pedal rather than the ball of my foot, and that really solved the problem. So that is it in terms of my complaints of this bike. Again, this is a very solid e-bike, and the sidecar just makes it that much more functional in terms of being able to carry extra cargo or people or kids or pets. It just makes it that much better. So if you're looking for an e-bike that has that capacity to carry an extra load or carry extra kids and have fun with your kids and be outside, then this one might be the one for you. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Share this video with a friend, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As always, see you in the next one.